Hey guys, welcome back to Bowtech Live. Today is the biggest day of the week. It's Thursday. We've got this guy, Rod, Dogg. What's up, brother?
Long time no see.
Oh, no doubt, no doubt. Man, we talked yesterday, it's been since Thanksgiving.
Yeah, before Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it's been busy. I know
Busy,
you've been
busy.
busy. You know, we had the ATA show we were getting ready. You went through all those bows and set all those bows up for us. And
Lots of them.
lots of bows, a lot of bows. So I appreciate you doing that. You got this nice shirt on. Look at that.
That's
ATA shirt.
ATA shirt. Yeah.
That's a beautiful shirt there. So today we're back again with Tech Talk with Dogg. I know you guys I'm sure I have a lot of questions over the last. I'm checking, make sure we're live here. Looks like we're live, Rod. I want to make sure we get your questions in. We're watching here on Facebook. Tim Irving says, "Yay, we're back again."
Hey,
I don't see your.
if this whole system crashes, it must be my day.
It is. It could be. Usually, so far so good.
Yeah.
Generally, I think the last few of these have been pretty solid.
Pretty
for
good.
us.
First 3 or 4, it was every time.
Yeah, that's true. So we're taking bets on how quick your daughter joins us, right? So we'll see. I don't know.
I'm not a gambling man.
Not a gambling man, so she may be busy today, maybe a little busy. So a lot of people have been sending in questions already, Dogg, which is great because you haven't been with us for a while. So let's talk about what you've been up to outside of work since then. You've been staying out of trouble?
Yeah,
About as much as you can. Should I ask your wife?
No.
No. maybe the daughter will be on here pretty quick and let us know the
And
truth.
don't ask her either.
No?
No.
No? Okay. All right. So Christmas good? New Year's
Christmas was good. New Year's was good. Thanksgiving was good.
Yep. Yep. Stay out of trouble?
Yeah. The years
New
go
Year's,
by
on
pretty
New
quick.
Year's, right?
You know?
Yeah, stay out of trouble on New Year's.
It's already working on another tax year.
Oh, yeah. Yep. We're checking on, let's get into Instagram here really quick. Are we live on Instagram? Looks like we are. Oh, I know where I need to go. Let's do this. Sorry, guys. We're hopping over there, so I know we probably have some questions coming in on Instagram. Maybe. Let's try that. We're working. I think we're working. We're live. All right, there we are. See, we're live on Instagram. We have some questions coming in. Quite a bit of stuff coming in. I think a lot of people are seeing this bow here on the counter a little bit. What bow is this?
This here would be, I reckon it's a Reckoning.
You reckon it's a Reckoning?
Yeah, yeah.
This is, I think this is the color a lot of people have been asking about. The neon.
Comes in some good colors.
We have a couple of colors here back behind us.
Yeah.
Yep, we got the blue and the red. And
I like the blue
only one I
best.
don't have in here is the white. The white is actually hanging up outside there. I should have brought that in as well. We have the hyper green here. This is the one we actually debuted in Vegas as well. Well, really all of them we debuted in Vegas. So a lot of people have been asking all week long, we've been back for 2 weeks about this bow. So let's talk about the Reckoning a little bit, Rod, especially the new technology. We have DeadLock technology on here. So those viewers have joined us. Tell us about the CamDrive, DeadLock technology, especially CamDrive, Rod, because this is big for you as a technician. Working on these bows and dealers. We have some dealers that are watching, learning about it for the first time. So let's talk about this a little bit, Rod. Let's walk us through this.
Adjustability on this thing for tuning is unbelievable. You can just unlock these little screws on the one side,
Right.
and it doesn't take hardly any movement whatsoever. And you can watch this whole cam move over. So if you turn,
Let's bring our cool little display over, Rod. I'll move this out of the way, and this is a pretty neat display. And you can actually show them how it moves and how much movement is in there.
yeah, it's got to be, I don't know, it looks like 1/4 inch maybe.
Yeah, I think you got quite a bit of
But you can
movement.
center your string right up so fast and so easy. It's got a lock. It says right on it, lock. So you can loosen that lock screw. And then you can move this. I'll show you how far it goes. So if you're getting a 1/2 inch tear to one side or another, you'd probably just barely move that thing.
It's pretty responsive. So those of you that are familiar with our Overdrive binary cam system, which really was the most tunable cam system in the world, now we have this.
The thing is, you don't have to depend on a control cable.
Good point. Good point.
So, and this locks down once you get it set. it's set, it's done. So.
Right, right. In the movement in itself, it doesn't take much movement. Those of you, check out our Instagram story as well. Paige Pierce posted a pretty good video on her tuning her bow. She actually is out there competing with the bow. We got her one coming straight off the ATA show, and she talks about tuning of the bow. She changed her spine, and she had about a 1/4 inch tear, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, put about a 1/4 inch turn in that adjustment, and it took the tear right out. And she did that standing in front of her paper. And that's huge. I mean, we had a couple people in there. Sounds like a great way to save the dealer's time tuning.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to save you a lot of time, you know, setting the bows up. And
Thank you.
yeah, yeah. I mean, and that's the big thing. And we talk about it. It's precise for life. You lock that down. You move it, and you lock it down.
And it still is going to depend on whose hand is in that grip.
True. Well, let's talk about that a little bit, because people ask, Rod, why is that important? You know, you just talked about grip. Why is it important if you're holding the bow versus
Well,
myself?
I get bows in for tuning in my warranty all the time, and I can tune it, shoot a perfect hole through paper, take the paper and send it back with the bow. Yes, this bow tuned. Well, when they get it, they're getting the same 2 inch to the right tear.
Right, right.
That's because their hand in that grip is way different than the way I'm holding the grip.
Right.
So I just started using a hooter shooter machine on everything, which still,
if it tunes on a hooter shooter.
Still, it's tuned to a hooter shooter, but you put your hand in that thing, and yes, you might have to move your string to center it back up to the way you're gripping the bow. So,
and that's the great thing about that. And we're the only cam system out there that gives you the ability to move that easily like that. There's cam systems out there that you can move the string, but you have to tear the bow apart. You have to put shims in there, and when you're dealing with shims, those are still wear items, right? I mean, you have some hat washers, shims like that, and over time, shims and polymer, nylon, things like that wear out, where this movement locks down and it's not going to.
And the other benefit of this is right here is that you don't have to put it in a press to do this.
Right.
Like, that's good technology right there with the control cables, because you could just take a half twist and put it in each side, and there you go, you're done.
Right.
But you had to press that bow.
Right.
This bow you don't have to press.
Exactly. So. Your daughter says hi. She's in.
Is she in there?
There she is. Welcome, welcome again. I know it's been a long time. So, a couple questions coming in. Oh, she says you need this neon bow. We actually
I
said
like
that.
the blue one.
The blue one's nice. We actually talked about this in the hallway. I think up front yesterday. You were eyeballing. You almost walked away with that green bow.
Had my hand on it.
Everybody said that was your perfect color. Looks like you have 2 daughters in here. Kelly's in here as well. So
how you doing?
She
Where's the
actually- she actually-
grandbabies?
She beat Carrie in, so she was
Really?
actually, it looks that way. So, Dan Howard, how you doing, Dan? Dan joins us quite a bit. Does the Reckoning have the flip disc in it?
The flip disc.
The flip disc, yes, it does.
Certainly
it
does.
Let's talk about that. What does the flip disc technology, power shift technology, give you, Rod?
It gives you a performance type bow, and it gives you a comfort type bow. So, I mean, if you're shooting a lot of dots, and this is a good target bow.
And then really that's the role, you know, it's a kind of a crossover role in the Reckoning. It's a 3D oriented bow at the 35-inch axle to axle, and also those that like a little longer hunting rig. I will probably switch over this because I've always liked, back in the day, the Pro 40 dually, which is a little bit bigger, obviously. The Pro 38 was one of my preferred hunting bows when we came out. I'll probably switch over to this just because I like that little longer axle.
It's got a 7-inch brace height. It's pretty forgiving, so that's really forgiving, actually.
Right, but going to that flip disc, it actually gives you 2 bows in one, right?
Right.
Right. So what's it doing when you switch it? We have a lot of people ask, what does it do when you flip that over, essentially? As far as, is it changing your let off? Is it holding the poundage longer?
Changes the let off.
Right,
It gives you a lot more relax in the back.
Right.
Easier to draw.
Right. And on the realm, the SS and SR6, how much of a speed difference do you see in that?
Close to 14 feet a second.
I think that holds pretty much true with the Reckoning as well. So, Dan Howard's got another great question. What On the CamDrive itself, are you eliminating cam lean, or is it just adjusting your cam lean?
You really don't have any cam lean on this bow. It's tied in on both sides of the cam on the cable.
Right,
so
it's a center track binary. All bows will have a little bit of it. Moving that adjusts your power side a little bit. So it will adjust the cam lean a little, but more so you're just adjusting your string path, right?
And then you got your flex guard, takes most of it out.
Absolutely, absolutely. Looks like you have, let's see, we got a question. Okay. Says, Scott Smith, Dogg, thanks for fixing my razor with a couple twists. Sounds like me have worked on his bow at some point. He has a Fanatic 3.0 and a Rome X. Which one of those bows would be best for concentrating on 3D type shooting? Both of them shoot great. So which one would you, in your opinion, would be better suited for 3D?
I have a Realm X. Love it. It's good for 3Ds. It's good for hunting. And if I wanted to shoot spots, it's good for that too.
Right.
But Fanatic is definitely a more forgiving indoor type situation.
I know on our shooting staff, we had a lot of people, and those of you that have joined us in the past, I talked about this a little bit. They went with the Rome X this year. I was really surprised when the boat orders started coming in, and here at the beginning of 2018, so many Rome X's were coming in. I was like, you guys are competitive shooters. Why the Rome X? And they're all like, I want to shoot that Rome X for 3D.
It just stays dead in your hand.
It's like, that's it exactly. Let's see. So, Rodney and Johnny Cook. I can answer this one for you. Where can I find Bowtech's contingency plan for 2019? So all you need to do is go to bowtecharchery.com. At the top of the page, select Team Bowtech, and you'll get a drop down there, and it has the breakdown for all the different organizations and also our overall list that we pay out on. So it's super simple there. Bowtecharchery.com, click on Team Bowtech, and you'll get your drop down right there. Here's a good question. Jesse Middle. How do you make sure you are moving the cams equally on the top and the bottom?
Actually, they might not be equal.
Right.
You're just centering up your string to the cams.
Right.
Right. So you have a laser, and you make sure that it starts out straight, and then if you're getting a left tear or whatever, then you're going to loosen that screw.
Make the adjustment a little bit of the same on the top and bottom.
Yeah, try and do it the same.
Right.
Put your laser back on and make sure that they're in the same position.
Sure, like we talked about, Paige adjusted her. She did a quarter turn on the top, quarter turn on the bottom, and it made a difference.
It moves really fast, so.
Right. That's a good point. Yeah, this is much more reactive than the Overdrive binary because it takes less turn on it than you would need on the.
And you don't have you don't have to worry about control cable stretching on one side, not the other. Once you get it set.
Absolutely.
Set,
absolutely. I'm gonna reload Instagram here really quick. It looks like we have some questions coming in. A lot of good comments on the green. Let's see. We have a lot of people asking. I'm going to go ahead, and normally I promote this at the end, but I'm going to. So in Vegas, we gave away one of these reckonings. We announced a winner there. We gave everybody an opportunity to win one. But in Vegas, we announced a second chance to win another one of these. So we make it really, really simple to enter for this drawing. So all you need to do is text the word DeadLock, DeadLock, to the number 64600. Now what we'll do at that point is we'll send you a link. Click that link, and all you have to do is go in there and enter that. So we'll ask you a couple questions. We want to know more about target archers, so we want to find out what you look for in a bow, what kind of influences you, the type of bow you're looking for. So just a few questions. It helps us build content like this, target content, tech content. Once you're done there, just enter your information, and you're entered to win. We are going to give that away here at the end of the summer. So right around the ASA Classic time, the IBO Classic, I think right at the beginning of September, we will announce the winner. If you are at all the shoots, I think this weekend is ASA Foley, Alabama. Stop by the booth. They have one of these here at the booth. Check it out. And make sure you enter to win as well. You know, you definitely, you know, you don't get many opportunities to win a free bow, a free target bow.
We don't even get the opportunity if that's any information.
Yeah, I can't enter, you can't enter. So, I mean, it's tough. So, I don't think you've got to play with this a whole lot. I don't know if you've been able to shoot it.
Haven't had one back for repairs.
That's a good thing, and there's none out there. So,
exactly.
And that's a good question. A lot of people are asking when these bows will start shipping. So you're looking right about mid-April. We wanted to get it out and announce it to the world here in Vegas. Orders are coming in, so definitely if you are wanting to get one of these, get your order in with your dealer because they're coming in quick. We should start shipping the middle of April, so I definitely advise you to get in there and place that order. So, got a couple questions. This might be, you may not know this one, Rod. I think this is more, maybe I can answer this one. Sorry to nag, but is this the upgrade path for the Fanatic? Or any of our bows?
It's an upgrade for all of our bows, actually.
Yeah, that's a good point. You'll see this in our going forward. Because it's just the simplicity, the accuracy that you can achieve it in, and we want to put this in our hunting bows as well.
I can't wait to play with one.
And potentially the Fanatics as well. We definitely, you know, this is the way to go. I'm going to reload Facebook here a little bit. Take a look. We had a bunch of questions coming in, a lot of people watching. Actually, Aunt John asked a question, when will the dealers have the bow? So I think I just answered that. So, oh, good question from Bob. So this is a tech question in general, Rod. Hi guys, this is from Bob. Thanks for the question, Bob. Hi guys, how do I know, how does Bob know when he needs a new string? We get to ask this one a lot.
Well, rule of thumb is even if you've never shot the bow and it's sat for 2 years, it's time to change string cables. Stuff will stretch it over time.
You're right,
then
dry out.
Yeah, exactly. So if it's in a real hot environment, you'll lose all your wax. It'll start fuzzing up, and if it gets to the point where it doesn't matter, you can wax it, and the next day it's still fuzzed up.
Right.
It's time to change it.
It is. It is. That's a good point. We get asked that, so it's a great question. We get asked that quite a bit. We got a question for Jeremy. Can dealers order the I mean, they're liking this Reckoning. A lot of questions about the Reckoning. Can dealers order the non-advertised colors like the yellow or blue? Yeah.
You can order just about anything you want now, I guess.
Yeah.
So.
Not quite that far. Rod's going to
It's pretty close.
Rod's going to get us in trouble, or everybody in the room's going, ooh,
it's pretty
cringing.
close.
So we have offer colors. So the colors we are offering, standard line is black, the new mossy oak brown country roots. We also are going to offer a OD green, a flat dark earth. I said black already. And then all the color upgrade options. So altitude, Sitka, Gore, subalpine. Elevated too. Yep, it'll be a custom offering as well. Mossy oak breakup country. We have a cool new gray. It's kind of a nebula gray. It's a Lexus color, close to your shirt a little bit. You know, not the. If
I'd wear my hat in here.
It's pretty close to that hat as well.
So I might have to have that color on.
Yep. Target offering. So the high gloss Target colors will have the hyper green. We have the blue, which is called Blew Me Away, and we have the red, which is caught red-handed, and a really, really cool white. We call it Glacier White. So yeah, go ahead. No one's going to go grab that white. We got to show that off as well. It's a new one. We didn't have it. We haven't shown it yet. Your daughter says you're looking a little gray, Dad.
Yeah.
That's a serious, man, I can't believe that.
Thank you very much.
Hopefully there's
That's
no
because I'm trying to match that bow color.
That's
see?
true. Hopefully there's the white right there.
I don't need the hat if I...
So here's the white, which is cool because this is a little different than our past white. So it's a color match limb and a color match riser as well. And kind of a stormtrooper look. Nolan and I have kind of mentioned that.
You can hunt in the snow.
Yes, exactly. That's a good color. It's a good, and white is really popular across the board because it's a neutral color. People can do custom strings. And
a lot of people don't like it because they think it's going to get dirty and can't clean it, but it's highly.
It's easy to clean.
WD-40 on it even. Just wipe it right off.
Matt, I'll give you a test. See how much if you know on this, Rod. Matthew Wolbert's asking, what's the price on the bow?
$14.99.
Got it. Nailed it. Rod nailed it, man. Good job. $14.99 MSRP, so you'll see maybe a little fluctuation in your dealer's price, but that's MSRP. So Robert is asking, is it a cable draw stop or a limb draw stop?
This here's got the cable draw stop, draw stop post right.
Kind of get her shot
right
in
here.
Whoop, yeah, let's
Easy.
move this back, and we can get a shot on
There
that,
you
probably right there. Get a little look in there.
Comes around, stops on the cables. So
There you go.
oh, right there. Can you see it?
Yep, good shot there. And the great thing about this is it's a little different than our bows of the past few years that have a dedicated hole. This has a slider in it, so it gives you a little bit more adjustability in there.
Yeah,
Right?
the fixed hole is like, okay, well that's pretty solid.
Right.
So you can move that just a hair back and say, yeah, there's a little more valley back
Right,
there. That feels
exactly.
good, so.
So you can play around a little more personalization in there as well. So we got a lot of excitement on that, right? So Frank is asking, Frank Barker is asking, how do you use the laser? So let's demonstrate the laser on the CamDrive, and also let's demonstrate the laser on the Overdrive binary. We do get that asked quite a bit. So I am going to move one of these out of the way. We'll use the white one. I'll put the nice green one back here. So let's show the white. We'll get a good, maybe a good shot on here. It's a little. I'll hold it up. We might be able to get a tight shot there
There
for
you go. So you're still going to do it on the mod side of the cam, right? You're going to laser on the mod side.
You've got to have one of these spot hog lasers. This is
And
the easy
you
way
might
to
have
do
to
it.
move that draw stop post to actually get it correct. But you lay that laser on, yeah.
Right. So normally this the string stop's going to be in the way, especially going from the bottom to the top. So you would rotate it out of the way.
So yeah, it's not gonna, it's gonna hit it.
Well, let's
But
flip
basically, you're gonna.
Yeah. Let me do it this direction
There you
around.
go.
You might be able to see right there. So you
All
can kind
right.
of see it on his hand.
It's right on the edge of the mod.
Right.
So that's close starting point.
Right.
And if you rotate this around, you can do the same thing on the top. So you get them both even.
Right.
There's your starting point.
So what Rod is saying is right here on the inside of their module track, that is right where you want this to line up. So the nice thing about the center track binary is you don't have to, because it's so much less cam lean, you don't have to line that up on it won't line up on the limb like the Overdrive binary.
Exactly.
Much center. So let's take a look at the Overdrive binary. And let's have the old SS right here. And let's show them the same thing. This one might be a little easier to line up for you. So.
All right. So you're going to lay this on the mod side, just like always. And it should be.
That one's not bad.
That one's
right where
really
she
close.
should be.
Really
so I'm
close.
gonna
right
rotate,
on that bearing.
I'm going to rotate this around a little bit.
So it can be seen over there.
Yep. I don't
So
know if
you're
we can
gonna
catch that on
you're
camera.
gonna lay it flat, and it should hit right there on that bearing, which it does.
Yep. So what Rod is showing is there's a gap here with the two bearings on the cantilever here, and that you want it to line up just on the inside edge of that cantilever. So perfect.
Did we get it?
Yep. So I would got caught there. So I would check.
And you want both ends the same.
So
to
I would
start.
check out, go to bowtecharchery.com. We have there in we have some information, all the technical information on where they line up for all of our Overdrive binary bows.
Now keep in mind that's where we set them at the factory.
Oh, good point. Very good point.
So my hand in this grip and your hand in this grip, because we did that on a show before.
Mm-hmm.
I got the bullet hole and you didn't.
And I didn't. That's true. We'll have to
So-
do that again. That was a great demonstration. There's a couple things. I had a release you were using a different release, so that
Yep.
makes a bit.
Release makes a difference
Yep.
also. So.
Rod was using his spot hog release, and I grabbed just kind of a generic caliper release. And because it was releasing differently on the D loop, it was affecting.
Flipped it to the
Yep,
right.
Yep.
so.
And I actually couldn't tune it out. And then when I switched to your release, we were able to tune right up at that point. So let's see. Well, we got some good stuff coming in. What is the let off? I don't know if you know the actual specs, Rod. I do. I was going to do a little test on you. Rod's just learning this.
Let me take a guess.
What's the let off on the Reckoning?
I would guess 90%.
90%. Not quite that high. It's you're right in that 86 on the comfort setting. What do you think it is in performance?
80.
80. Good job. So 80, you're gonna get more in that comfort setting just because that's what the comfort itself does. So. So the later, I'm not sure. Matthew, you're asking a question. It says, so the later measures what now? I'm not sure what you're asking. Laser maybe? So the laser measures what now? So I think he's asking potentially, correct me if I'm wrong, Matthew. So you're saying you've got it lasered at this point and set. So what would be his next steps? Okay, so you've got your laser set up. What would the next thing?
Put your arrow rest on, center that.
Right.
On the bow.
Right. So you're going to center that basically front and back, correct?
Yep. Mm-hmm. From the burger buttons.
Right.
You're going to center your rest on that, and then you're going to center your shaft front and back.
Right. So you're square at that point,
exactly.
And then you're square with your string setting at that point.
Right.
Well, as much as you can. So next step. So you've done that. What do you go to at this point when you're ready to try tuning?
I would go to the paper tuner.
Okay.
And shoot the arrow that I'm going to shoot out of it.
Mm-hmm.
And if it tears a ½ inch to the left, you're going to adjust your left side bus cables.
Right. So with the Overdrive binary, it tears left, adjust the left side. Right.
And you only do a half a turn. You got to do them evenly.
Right.
So if you put a half turn in this one, you're going to put a half turn in this one. So, and you do it a half turn at a time. Go back to your paper tuner, and they're pretty reactive.
Right.
So.
Yeah, that one will move quite a bit. And it's a nice thing about the CamDrive now, you can make smaller adjustments if needed. Yep, so Tim's saying, yep, laser measures cam lean. Exactly. I love spell check as well, Matthew. But we figured out what you're asking. Robert Zeckman, just wondering if you're going to have the Reckoning at the in the Reading Trail shoot. Yes, we are. We'll have a full setup. We're taking our whole booth from Vegas down with us, so we'll have it with us. We'll have all these colors with us, so you can definitely come check it out as well. So I'm pretty sure you don't know this one, Rod. So how come some have springs next to the cams and some don't? He's talking about the CamDrive. The guy was shooting one in Vegas and it had springs. So the one with the springs were actually prototype stage. So when we went to the ATA show, we were kind of in the final prototype. We shipped some there, and to just kind of get them out and show the dealers. The final production model does not have the visible spring in there as well. We had a guy, I think Mike was there from our pro shop, was shooting one, and he probably saw the spring in there because it was just one of the product. There's very little bows out there that we only have a couple people shooting competitively as well. So hopefully that answers your question there. Let's see. Got some good stuff. Let's go back over to Instagram here real quick and see what we have. Just a lot of thumbs up. How's the draw cycle compared to the Fanatic? I probably can answer that. So on I'll grab the CamDrive again. Here, oops, I just knocked down our speaker. Sorry, or microphone. Sorry, Instagram. Gotta love live. We'll stick you back up there.
One back up?
Yeah, let's hang that up. So CamDrive itself on the Reckoning, it's definitely a different draw cycle than what you're experiencing on the Overdrive binary cam system. So it stacks a little later in the draw cycle, and it's definitely different. With all of our bows, all of the Overdrive binary system, it stacks pretty far in the front. This, I would say, third of the way in, so it's a little later in the draw cycle as well. So.
I'm glad you answered that because I haven't
shot
drawn
it.
one
We're going to have
back
to get you.
yet.
These are shooters, Rod. We'll have to take it back and let you shoot it there.
The blue one.
The blue one. I don't know if I'd ever see it again. I need that bow next week for photos. So, Nolan Huffman is asking, what happened to the 80-pound limbs? Was very excited for them. Apologize there. That's kind of a typo we originally had in the catalog. We were thinking about it originally, but in this platform, I know there's a few people that asked for it. you'll potentially see some 80-pound limbs in more of a hunting design platform as we go forward. So, unfortunately, no 80 pounds in this as well. So, see what we got coming in. We got a lot of guys watching. We lost some of our questions in there. Looks that way. Let's hop out of here real quick and hop back in. 64 comments. Let's look at those. That is weird, right?
You're only getting half a page.
Yeah, we got 64 comments going in there, and I'm only seeing about 10 of them. Weird stuff. Weird. Sorry, guys. Looks like we've only got the last 10 questions or so. The wonderful world of Facebook Live, I guess. So,
we got to crash the system again.
We have to crash the system. Ryan Drinkern, I apologize if I butchered your name there. Is there any truth to a longer ATA fanatic in the works? Not necessarily a longer ATA fanatic, but with this being in the area of 3D target bow, potentially you'll see this branch over into a longer version. We had a lot of people in Vegas ask for a 38-inch version. That's the kind of feedback we want. Is this kind of feedback?
Yeah, a lot of people, but they really enjoyed the old 40-inch bows. If you shot fingers, you kind of like 40 inches.
Right, right. Matthew Wolbert's got a good question. So, one, he wants to know if you remember the Outlaw.
Oh, yeah.
Good bow, good bow.
Diamond product.
He still shoots that from when it first came out. He loves our bows. Thanks, Matthew. What are the selling points for this bow versus the Outlaw? He's thinking about upgrading.
Oh,
Man, there's
boy.
so many
Oh,
on
boy.
this. Take it away, Rod. I know you can sell this one.
Man, let's see. You got a single cam bow, so it's not near as fast. Your knocking point, you got knock travel on a single cam bow over this bow doesn't have any.
Right. Let's talk about that. First, knock travel. One, why does a single cam have more knock travel than a...
Because it's pulling all one direction. You got an idler on one end and a cam on the other, so everything's driven off that cam.
It's like having a car. We talk about a car is a great analogy here. It's like having two different size wheels, two different weight wheels on each side of the car.
Put your spare on you.
The good example, you put the little teeny donut spare on there. We know how that is like down the road. So they're not equal. They're not the same size. They're not the same shape. Too much weight on the bottom. That's a great point. Let's talk about the tunability, knock travel. What does knock travel do?
It definitely makes the bow tune a lot easier. You're actually pulling,
per level knock travel.
You are pulling straight behind the arrow knock, and it's coming straight back. Where if your single cam bow is tuned and shooting bullet holes, at rest you will notice that arrow's pointing down.
Right.
So when you draw the bow back, it'll actually level up straight. Where a binary overdrive cam or a DeadLock is going to pull back straight and sit straight to start with.
Right.
So
right.
you can sit there and set an arrow rest on there and eyeball the arrow rest, and you'll be so close to start with.
Absolutely. So. I've tuned, several. I've eyeballed at level and ended up tuning there. And realistically, with a single cam, anything that's not a binary cam system, synchronized binary, you're adjusting your rest and trying to catch that arrow at just the right time so it comes out square. You're not really tuning a bow. You're tuning your arrow rest to poor performance.
So you're not travel, basically.
Yep, it's a good point.
So I suggest you go to your dealer and you try a binary overdrive type cam. You'll love it.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Let's talk about left and right as well. That makes a big difference when you're dealing with your string travel left and right.
Single cam's going to cause more string whip. You really can't do anything about that. So.
Right. Yep. So with this, you're able to adjust that. You set up perfectly, fine-tune that energy, that string path directly behind the knock. Don't have a lot of S-whip in there. So let's go over the colors again, Rod. So Eric Cote is asking about all the colors on the Reckoning. So it's a test. Went through them really quick.
I couldn't tell you
Okay.
all of them off the top of my head. There's a lot of them.
Standard colors, so black and the new mossy oak brown country roots that we offer. In the hunting colors, we'll also offer a gray, a OD green, flat dark earth, Cryptek altitude, and I apologize because I left altitude the first time around. Hopefully the Cryptek guys aren't watching. Altitude, gore, subalpine, gore elevated 2 is an upgrade color as well. Mossy oak, breakup country. I think I got them all in the camo colors at that point.
I forgot to elevate 2 again.
Elevated, no, I got that one right. We're in there. We're in there. We also will be offering the 4 target colors, so they're a higher gloss target colors. We've got the glacier white, hyper green, caught red-handed red, and blew me away blue.
The blue.
So, and these are actually automotive colors. So if you check it out, I think the green was Chrysler. The red, I think the red and the blue are both Chevrolet colors.
I was going to say the blue looks like a Chevy pickup.
Yep,
So,
they have Camaro
if
colors.
you drive a
in that.
Chevy pickup, you might want the blue.
Both of my sons stopped in last night in the office and saw these colors, and they're both, yeah, those are Chevy Camaro colors. So they're in the car, so it's pretty easy. So, Dan Howard is asking, what about snow camo? It's a good, I mean, right there, you got snow camo. You're good to go, right?
That and a Sharpie, hey?
Yep, it's definitely an option. You know, they're not an option that's available, but I thank you for mentioning that because that's the stuff again we need to know. So,
Input is good.
Matthew Wolbert's asking, hey, Matthew, you got some great questions. All right, Rod, this is for you. Best Bowtech hunting bow and why? Go.
Ever?
Ever.
I'm going to say dead.
Dead eye.
No. I do like my destroyers.
Yep.
Pretty dependable.
Right.
And
But we
know,
might have converted you a little bit this
yeah,
year.
Realmax. I got that Realmax set up. I didn't get nothing with it, but hey.
It's not the fault of the bow, right?
No, you got to go hunting to get something.
That is true. That is true. You got to get out there again. You going to go do any turkey hunting? I know it's coming up here pretty quick.
Yeah.
Going to take another head off. You got a turkey with your destroyer last year.
I did. Yeah. Actually, I got. That was the year before last. I got one with the Prodigy and a destroyer.
Yep.
And then I got my third bird with the 12-gauge shotgun.
That turkey you got with the destroyer didn't really go very far, right?
No.
Can't go very far without a head.
No. No, it just fell over.
Yep. Let's see. Let's go back to Instagram here. Looks like everybody's loving this green, Rod, that neon green. So we got a couple more coming in. Facebook, let's check this out. Deer can't see snow camo. We got a lot of people asking about red, and, and it's a good point. A lot of people ask about the red on the blocks. It's a good point. People say deer see red, deer don't see red. I mean, that's.
I don't know whether it matters much. I've shot deer with a nice blue with chrome cam Oregon bow, so he didn't care I shot it with a pretty bow.
Right. And a lot of people have hunted with target colors as well. So, Eric Cody, I think you may have just joined us. Let's talk about the let-off really quick. Is the let-off adjustable on this bow?
If you go from comfort to performance?
Well, just is it even with the post? Is it?
Oh yeah. You can slide these back and forth on this cam, so you can you can shorten it up. You can actually put a bigger post on it if you wanted, probably. And
I think it just spiked our sound. I just hit it with. So here's a good look. You might be able to get a look at the post right there.
You can slide that back and forth, and you'd probably get 65% let off. Or
Right.
Slide it back the other way. You don't want to go too far, or you'll over-rotate the cam for your mod settings.
Look at the post right down in there.
Which will actually cause cable wear.
Right. If you go too long,
Right.
because you overwrap. It's a good point. A lot of people will try to get more and more let off and long post it a little bit, and then wonder why they're chewing up their cables.
Yeah, if you go too far, it's not a good thing. So.
Yep. Here's a good question for you, Rod. Billy Stennett is asking, how does the Realm SR6 compare to the Destroyer? We got the Realm SR6 there behind you right there. So.
Yeah, there's one. How does it compare to the Destroyer? Well,
let's just talk about main differences in the platforms between the two.
Well, you got binary, overdrive.
Yes, they both have overdrive binary, right? Because the Destroyer was actually the first bow that had it.
My Destroyer doesn't have a module that I can go from comfort to performance on. So
That's a good point.
It's pretty much what it is.
So you can kind of pick two different bows in one.
Right.
Let's talk about the platform itself and the riser. There's a big difference there as well.
Yeah, it's the pocket and everything about this bow right here is pretty much an upgrade compared to a destroyer.
Right. This is the the center pivot style design. So
The
it's
pocket
more
is
forgiving.
exactly. The pocket is basically a continuation of the riser on this bow.
No, that's a good point. Let's talk about that, Rod. This has the CP dual lock pocket. What does the CP dual lock pocket offer? Hence the name dual lock, right?
Exactly.
Yep.
It's got these locking screws on it, so once you get it set where you need it, you can lock your screws down. It pivots right here.
Right.
But you adjust your limb bolts. You have to loosen that screw, adjust your limb bolts where you need it, lock that back down, and it's not moving.
Right. And then the limbs also lock into the pockets as well, correct? So you can
Exactly.
see kind of on the side there, the screw on the edge. so
Basically, it's all one piece.
Exactly. Exactly. And we took a lot of notes from the target archery community because, most target archers are shimming pockets and tightening I can't speak today, tightening up tolerances. So that's where the CP dual lock, it does that for you already. You lock them all down, you move it, and you lock it down. So,
And it's center pivot. It's a split wind compared to a solid. So.
Destroyer, and Dan's got a good point, the Destroyer definitely has a stiffer draw than the SR6.
Yeah,
that-
I kind of like that.
Yep.
But
You're old school, though.
I'm old school.
You're old school.
I still like my Black Knight, actually.
That's really old school. That's gonna be
Until you shoot it, and then it goes.
that's about the stiffest draw there is out there. That'll rattle your teeth out right there. SR6, that is the name. Speed redefined. It was the 6-inch brace sight. We designed, and it has the strategically placed weights. We're able to offer a draw that produces that 352 feet per second, but doesn't draw like a speedbow. And I don't like using the name speedbow because people like automatically think, oh yeah, it draws.
It's
awful.
all about the speed, no?
Yep,
No.
not this bow, not this bow. And then on the shot, that's the big thing. Rod talked about rattling your bones on the shot because of those strategically weighted cams. It does not do that. So, neon green is awesome. You got a lot of them in there. Will the Reckoning be available in an SD model in the future? I need a 24-inch draw. I have an SD Fanatic 3.0 on order now. No. Right now, 25 or 26 is
26
the bottom.
to 31 is what it is.
Yeah, unfortunately not. We're pretty much launched everything for, I should say pretty much, we have launched everything for 2019. Now, when we look at 2020, you never know. We can't, it's too early for us to let anything out of the bag right now.
It goes down to 26.
Yep.
I got lucky.
Yeah, we're in there. We made it. So, but this is feedback we want to know for 2020. So,
that's what made the Equalizer such a popular bow
right,
back in the day.
right. We answered some people asking about the 80-pound bows for the future, potentially for 2020. Somebody asked that a little bit earlier, so you may see that for next year. Let's see what we have in here. Let's go over back to Instagram and see what we have. Let's reload this really quick here. Can I get a bow? Can I get a free bow? If so, I'll sell my bare bow. You can try to win a free bow. We're giving you a chance. So what do they need to do, Rod? A test. See if
You go to our website and put in 64600.
No, you don't have to go to the website. It's on your phone. You have to text a word. What word is that? It's a new one.
Yeah.
DeadLock. Text the word DeadLock.
Okay.
DeadLock.
Nice try, though.
Close. To what number?
64600.
Got it. The number 64600. We'll shoot you a text with the link. You can get in there and enter for an opportunity to win a brand new 2019 Reckoning. We'll be giving that away at the end of the summer here, just in time for hunting seasons and things like that. Indoor might fire back up again there. But we'll draw one winner at the end of the summer here, right at the beginning of September. So you better get in there and get entered. A lot of people are entering. DeadLock to 64600. There's your chance to win a free bow and get rid of that bear.
And
right?
even though it's going to be hunting season, keep in mind you can tune that bow in about 5 minutes, so
Right.
don't worry.
Any Terran B3 asking, any shoot-through risers for the Reckoning in the future? No, nothing right now. So again, we've launched everything for this year. A lot of people ask, we're going to have anything come out? No, nothing. We're done this year. So, Alessa McGivern, what's the feet per second compared to the Fanatic, and which one is better? By the way, it's white trash. Oh, the color white trash. That's funny. I like that. Which one is better, by the way?
The trailer park one.
We should have named it that.
No,
So what's the difference?
335 feet per second on the Reckoning.
Yep.
And the Fanatics,
It's right there.
it's right there with it.
Yep.
Yeah, pretty close.
So it's really more of a platform difference in it.
Draw cycle,
Yep.
everything.
Yep. It's a wider platform, which is great.
You need to try it and see if you
Yeah.
like it. I mean, what's the difference
Yep.
in the, what do you prefer? I still
Exactly.
like my Destroyer, so.
Yep. The cool thing is it comes with grip options as well. So we have the new high grip clutch control grip, which is about a 1/4 inch higher than our standard clutch grip, and it actually comes with both on the Reckoning, which is pretty cool. What bow? That's a good question. Matthew Kraft 13 is asking, what bow would you recommend as a step up from a beginner bow? That's a good question because a lot of people ask what's a good beginner bow.
Oh, well,
what
you
would be
got
the next thing you should step up?
beginner bow would be, say, an Infinite Edge Pro on a diamond line, and then an upgrade to a Bowtech bow definitely is the new Convergence, because that's an excellent bow.
Okay.
That is an excellent bow.
It is a brand new Convergence. Check that out because that just the adjustability and versatility in that bow is phenomenal.
Yeah, it goes from what, 22 inches
Yeah.
to 31 inches
Yep.
in draw length. It
Yep.
goes from 8 pounds to
70.
70.
Yeah.
And so if you really like it when you're 6 years old, you could still be shooting it when you're
But
60.
It's a serious platform. I mean, it looks good. I mean, that bow, we designed that bow to really be, that's why we call it the Convergence. It's so many things converging as one. Killer looks, performance, tunability.
And it shoots good.
It does. It's a nice bow. And it's on the split limb platform.
And it's a split limb bow.
Yeah, because, and what does a split limb do? And actually, we had somebody ask, cam lean on a split limb. What's the benefit of a split limb when it comes to cam lean?
It takes the whole center of your limb out.
Well, then that's it. It's wider. It's wider.
Yeah.
Which is good.
It's
wider.
more stable.
Exactly. For target. Oh, okay. Good question. Terran B3 is asking for target. Would the Reckoning be better than the Fanatic? I think you kind of answered that.
We did that one once. It depends on, you need to try them both.
Yeah.
You just need to go in and try them both. And the draw cycles are different on both of them. So it's whatever you prefer.
Right. Exactly. Some people don't mind. It's a 35-inch axle to axle. So it depends on your frame size probably a little bit. That's why a lot of people were asking for a 38 when we were in Vegas, a little bit better suited for indoors. So that's again, like you said, it's kind
If
of
you
a
go too
personal
long
preference.
though, and you're short like me, you don't want a cam dragging on the cement. So,
Right. Have you noticed, it's a good question for you on the tech side, Rod. So Jake Briggs is asking, have you guys noticed any cable-driven rests throwing an overdrive binary out of time tune? Do you prefer do you prefer limb-driven? That's a good question because you probably run into that. I know when I was back there with you, we ran into that.
Yeah, if it's hooked into your cable, you got a binary overdrive. You're hooked into one cable, and every time you pull it back, you're pulling tension on one cable.
Right.
Now, it's not going to take it out of time because they're hooked together,
Right.
but one cable's stretching, the other one isn't.
Right.
So I'm a firm believer in limb-driven.
It can affect your position, really, and you lose performance, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Now, you can set your cord perfectly on a cable driven. If it's set perfect, it will have very little tension at full draw.
Right.
So we actually make a pretty good rest that is a cable driven, but you have to set your pull cord correctly.
And that's it. And the downside sometimes of a cable-driven cord is sometimes it needs that little extra tension on the limb-driven rest to tune correctly. So sometimes if you just set up where it doesn't pull on it, then you don't get the proper tuning.
Right.
I've run into that before. So Dan, is the Convergence the upgrade from a Fuel?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, that's the whole reason for the Convergence. Yeah, it's definitely, there's so many. I mean, they both have binary cam system, but the platform itself is an upgrade. Wider platform. We talked about the limbs a little bit. So here's a customer service one for you, Rod. Patrick Cox. I need limbs for a new Prodigy, and I haven't been able to find a dealer to help. What should Patrick do?
He should call customer service, or first go to your dealer. Have the dealer call our customer service department. They'll give you an RA number and send those limbs to the dealer, and he can install them for you. So.
Perfect. What if they don't have a dealer? Do you guys offer an option to
send you can send your bow in to me.
Okay.
I'll put them on for you. So.
Yep. They do the same thing, right? Call in and get an RA number.
Get an RA number first at our customer service department, and then just send your bow to me. And I'm usually getting them out the same day, so.
Yep. Randy Manson, looks like our gal behind the counter or behind the camera here is already answering your question. But yeah, 2020 bows, is CamDrive going to be on it? Heck yeah! I mean, that's the future. I mean, why would we not? So she's over cracking up. She's going to get us laughing. She's trying to get us laughing, but she hasn't succeeded yet.
Not yet. I've been looking at Nolan.
Yeah, we got to look at Nolan. Nolan's our guy. Those of you who have been with us watching for a while, Nolan's our guy behind the console over here.
Get ready to laugh. Just look at Nolan.
Yeah. Okay. Don't start, Jasmine. She's back there giggling already. So, Jesse, is it possible to put SR6 cam on my Realm X to pick up some speed with a longer axle to axle? Not that I need it, but why not?
They don't go together at all. The limbs aren't the same.
Exactly.
Nothing's the same.
Yeah, when you deal with diameters of cams, it changes limb deflections, things of that nature. Strings and cable changes, so it'd be pretty elaborate.
We thought we were high tech before, but when we built that, it just upgraded everything again.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. Do you know what the John Blake Parker, is the Realm Series and Reckoning bow risers made of 60-61 aluminum or 70-75 aluminum?
I believe it's 70-75.
She's forged. Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. So. We answered the good one about the Overdrive binary. Cam's coming out of tune if you use a drop away. Oh, thanks, James. Good correction. 320 on the Fanatic. So James corrected us on that. Glad he's paying attention. So yeah, so you get more speed out of the Reckoning as well. So Matthew Wolbert, man, he's got some good questions. What would be a good bow for hunting blind shooters?
Well, you don't want a really long one.
Yep.
You can use one out of a tree stand, but
true. So out of our bows, what would be a good one?
Realm X.
Yeah, Realm X is a good one. Even the SS and SR6 are a a little shorter axle.
SS is pretty good.
You know what? I think Matthew, we need to give Matthew something. He's had some good questions in there.
Give him a hat or something.
Yeah, we haven't given anything away in a long time, Rod. I know you're feeling generous, so we'll give Matthew a hat. How about that? One of our newest hats, same one I have on here. So Matthew, shoot us a message on Facebook, and we'll get your information. So this is one of our new hats we're coming out with here in our line. Within probably here in the next month or so, we're going to be releasing our whole new line of clothing and hats and things like that. So Matthew, we have one of these hats. We're actually selling them in Vegas, so you get one as well. Shoot us your info on Facebook, and we will get you hooked up. So we're going to give away a few more things, so thanks for sticking around, everybody. Eric's got a good question. Would the Reckoning be more forgiving than the Boss?
Depends on what you're shooting. I mean, if you're shooting an indoor spot and the Boss is really long, it's long and heavy.
Right.
This is a lot shorter and not so heavy.
Yep.
It's faster.
Riser's much straighter. It's more deflexed than reflexed, which you see in the Boss, which is inherently more forgiving as well. So, nice hat, Billy. Yeah, you got a nice hat there. We say we give away something else. Let's ask somebody a question that we've talked about today, specifically about the Reckoning. What do you think? You got a question?
Let's see.
See if they've been paying attention today. Let's talk about the colors. What is the first person to actually chime in or comment the actual color name of the blue bow? How about that? So first person, I'll be watching. The first person to tell us the actual name, it has to be fully correct, for the blue bow. So we're watching that right now. So, and that person will win, depending if it's a lady or a guy, we'll be giving away one of our new shirts as well. So we have this pretty cool shirt right here.
The
V-neck. Nice shirt, nice V-neck lady shirt there, right? And we have our new shirt here. My personal favorite, we call this one the Punisher shirt. That's a pretty neat one.
OD green.
Yeah, OD green. So first person, blowing away blue. Nope, that is incorrect. Blowing away blue. Not correct.
It's just a single word before the blue.
Nope, Tim Irving, blown away blue. Nope, that's not correct.
Two of them guess the same?
Yes, Haley Goods, blew me away. Good question.
You get
or
this
good answer,
t-shirt
good answer.
right there.
Yep, so Haley, shoot us a message on Facebook, and we will get you hooked up with a shirt. That was pretty fun. What should we ask him now? How about we give away another one?
Try red.
Okay, what's the red color? Next, red. What's the red color? I like that. I like that. And then the green one's easy, so we're going to stick with the red one. So first person to comment on the actual name of the red bow will get another shirt. How about that? So let's take a look at that. I'm going to look at Instagram. Are you watching Instagram by chance? No, you don't have to watch it. I got it right here, so I'm going to make sure nobody else is hopping in here. Anno Red. No, that is not correct. Matthew Kraft on Instagram. Anno Red. Oh, there it is right there. Cleveland Elkins on Instagram. Caught red-handed. Perfect. Good answer. So shoot us a message here on Instagram, and we'll get your info and get you hooked up. I like that. You want to give away another hat?
Sure.
Let's give away another hat. So what? Do we just want to pick somebody, or do we want to ask a question?
Let's ask... what is the max speed on an SR6?
SR6, good answer, or good question, good question. Threw him a curve because we've been talking about the Reckoning all day. Realm, SR6, IBO speed, what is it? So everybody's checking in. Let's go back over to Instagram. We'll take a look here. Boom, Instagram's on the board. Jacob Barnett won 352.
Wow.
Man, that was fast. He's been paying attention.
He probably owns one.
That's good. I hope he does. I hope he does. So you get one of the new hats as well, Jacob. So shoot us a message on Instagram, and we will hook you up with the hats. We have them in there. So how many more hats do we have? Two more? Two more hats? We have two more hats. Let's give away a couple more hats. Jasmine, what's the question? Throw us a question back there. No? She's saying no. Put her on the spot. She's so bashful. Nolan, what's a question we should ask? He's thinking.
I'm thinking.
He's thinking.
I had one, but the answer's behind you.
The question is, what is Nolan thinking? Man, look at everybody. Instagram, a lot of people got the 352, but Instagram got it just before as well. So,
what's the top speed on a Reckoning?
Reckoning, top speed, good.
I mentioned it earlier.
You did. Top speed, Reckoning, going right now. Ready, go. I'm going to reload. We're going to reload. She's watching Instagram over there. I'm not a singer, so thank God. 335, McKinley, RK is on the board on Facebook.
Good job.
Shoot us a message. You get a hat. You get a hat. Let's go back to another shirt. I think we have, Dan Howard says, That's not correct. Let's go back to another shirt. So we talked about the colors on the Reckoning. We had a couple monotone colors. So we have the flat dark earth. What is the other new monotone color in the hunting line on the new bows? So we talked not the target colors. There's another cool color in the hunting lineup. that that we're offering, and there's a hint in the room right now. So ready, go. Nope, Joel Anderson, it's not 335. We've already moved on since that question. So we're looking, everybody's thinking. Man, I think I might have stumped them on that. There's a hint in this room right now of the other monotone. Nope, Flat Dark Earth is not correct, McKinley. I'll give you that one, Matthew, because there's actually two. Gray is correct, Matthew Walbert. So he actually won a hat already, didn't he? Did he win a hat? Matthew, was he one of our guys? We'll give him a shirt as well. So I'm going to actually give James McKee, Olive Drab is the other one. He's on the board. So yes, you get one as well. Guys, message us on Facebook. We'll get you hooked up. Bobby Russell, Country Roots is not a monotone color. I think we actually just lost Instagram over there maybe. We're going to re-go live maybe.
Oh, had it.
It's too long.
Too long. We're never. Now we're back on the board. We're live. Oh, back to one. All right, sorry guys, we're back on the board there. So awesome. I think we've gone an hour, Rod. We had a lot going on today. I appreciate you joining us, man. It's been a long time. We're going to start this back up again. Yeah. Guys, next week, we have a lot coming at you. Target Tuesday, we're going to fire back up again because this weekend is the ASA Foley, Alabama. And we're also going to share, we actually just got fired back up again, but we're going to share some great victories from Vegas. We had an awesome victory with Riku Van Tonder. He is actually, I saw him tuned in here a little bit on Facebook a little earlier, so congratulations to him. Third in the championship men's division in Vegas. So we're going to share some stuff there. At some point, Riku, we need to get you on here and do an interview. I think it'd be a good time to interview you here, but we're also going to give you some updates from the ASA this coming weekend. Hopefully we have some people on the board. Generally we do. We do pretty good on the 3D side as well. So keep checking back. We're going to give you an opportunity to get a notification whenever we go live, whenever we have this great content. All you need to do, we're going to go back to that number again, Rob. This one is going to be Go Live, G-O-L-I-V-E. To what number?
Same number.
Same number.
64600.
That's it, to 64600. What that will do, you'll be able to get in there and get notifications. So we'll fire back off whenever we go. We have live stuff coming up when we're live with Rod again, when we are live on Tech Talk, or with the Target Tuesday. We'll give you a notification there as well.
I know everybody can remember that number because I just knew it an hour ago.
Yeah, an hour ago. If Rod can remember.
And I don't even get to use it.
Yeah, we get to say it all the time, Rob, but we don't get to partake in it. But I appreciate everybody joining us. You know, it was great having you all in here. We're glad to get our studio back up here and running and hit you up. I appreciate Rod. I know you've been a busy guy.
Again.
I know you were feeling a little under the weather yesterday.
Yeah, and the day before.
You're sounding pretty good today, though.
Yeah, my coworker, you know, he decided he had to be here last week with all this coughing and hacking and grabbing my door.
I need hand
and my tools.
sanitizer.
And,
Should I get the hand sanitizer out now? So?
Yeah, probably.
Nah, we're good. We're good. Guys, make sure you tune back. Don't forget to text that Go Live to 64600. We'll shoot you a notification when we're live. Until next time, have fun and shoot straight.
Thanks.
Thanks, Doggy.
Yep.